In a little theatre in Oblong, southward London, rehearsals are take location for a new act on box. We try to come the studios calmly, out of destruction any of the throw who are departure above their scenes. Don't t worry about, if you get in the way they'll fair toddy you, the act's columnist says breezily. Luckily, we stay intact as a tea breakdown is named and we sit downward to say on Soldier in its author and celebrity, Libby Liburd. The rehearsals might be take location in Oblong, but the act in fact opening in Stratford, a fit position taking into account house wherever the Spartakiada were detained in 2012, the at first year the competition recognized woman box. How splash of focus is one element that has perhaps lightweight the new act, but its CEO points out the humane history at the center of Soldier is its major attention. It's very on one female and creature said she can't do thing since she's a lady, says Julie Addy, the act's CEO. Or how's the stubble how crushed the dromedaries behind. She's creature undervalued in all areas of her lifetime. Liburd stars as solitary Mum Lee in the act, whose lifetime changes while she stares in a gym run by Tommy, David Skull, so named for Game J Bird's dad in The Inbetweeners. I was a fighter up I was a author, she explains. I begin of the spot of lived expertise. So Lee is a large nature for me since she type of says the things how I never felt capable to tell. The relation among intern and coach has been the storyline of lotta sport cinema above the year, though largest letter in such a stories include Bin Man. But newly, more than stories on female walking in the circle include been manufacturing it to phase and display. I believe audiences include ever been concerned in box films, you've got all the rock films, religion, left-hander and all of those, says Liburd. So I believe audiences are usually concerned in box as a metaphora. They're concerned in the AMD, they're concerned in the emotion over it. Or I fair believe how now they've solved to be concerned in females' stories as so. So the two type of go along. She adds how the life of so lot films on men box has leading in the concept proper partly musty. I loving those films, but it's a bit of a weary equation, so human beings are looking for thing how is crisp, how is breathtaking, she says. In a conventional box movie, you will see female meeting at ringside, and how is it? And perhaps they scream, and say I wish to offer up box, but we don't see the some party, we don't see the history of the female how goes in the circle. Off of theater and movie, woman box as a kind of sports is engaging more than concern. But down there are lot of human beings who vigorously don't wish family to be emboldened to get in sport love box, since of the dangers implicated. As a community, we regret abuse yet it's justifiable in the background of box while it would differently be deliberate a criminality. But Liburd argues, which we see on the TV is not a reflect of which box is. We see these enormous pay-in-per-view fights how are really lot controllable by cash. Or we see the bloodstream and the courage, but in fact, largest boxers expend their days fleeing and learning. You include a top standard of psychological subject and natural force to hold departure in the learning. It's extremely engineering as so, a enormous sum of it is on the leg work, training how to go rapidly on your feet. How's why we do so lot skip. The London-based team, that plant in youthful human beings in communities struck by criminality and abuse, has teamed up in the manufacture to delivery extra for the Shah. As a outcome, youthful boxers will be seen fight or learning in the backdrop of scenes on phase. They're boxers, they're not actors, Addy says. So which's very breathtaking for me as a CEO is how we include how authoritative planet, Libby's authoritative expertise, and later the possibilities how are given by theater. I'm yet using kind of enterprising at how and vision wherever we can, you aware, wherever we can unite those worlds along. Soldier rest of 25 to 27 April at Stratford Cirque.